We are in. Hey, Chloe. Oh, you're coming over here. What's up, guys? It's Bree. What the heck is that? As you can tell by the, hold on, okay. First of all, I would just like to apologize that I haven't posted videos in like a year. I'm super sorry. I didn't think senior year was gonna be as busy as I thought. So a lot of stuff has happened. Like, that'll be a separate video that I'll make for you guys. But today, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing a story time. Worst boyfriend ever / I stalked my ex. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as I explained, a lot has happened over the year. How I met my ex-boyfriend, it was kind of back in freshman year. It was a really close friend of mine, and my ex-boyfriend was her boyfriend when I was a freshman, and they were juniors and whatever. So they were dating on and off. I was really close with them. We were all just like friends and everything. So yeah, that's how I met my ex-boyfriend. We were first off really great friends. This past year, we kind of reconnected in, I think March, February, somewhere around there. And you know, we kind of just like we kind of like reconnected because he had a girlfriend and I was on and off with someone. And so he had a girlfriend. She was very controlling and all this other stuff. So they actually ended up breaking up. Same time where I kind of like ended things. And yeah, so, okay, I'm just gonna give names. So, Dustin, these are not real names, by the way, anyways. So, my ex-boyfriend was named Dustin, and his girlfriend was named Becky. Let's just do that. Becky with the good hair. Anyway, I don't know why I'm being so, like, petty right now. Anyways, so Dustin broke up with Becky, and a few weeks afterwards we kind of just like, you know, reconnected because Becky like blocked me from all social media. Like, I don't know why, but whatever. He kind of like followed me back on everything. We kind of like reconnected, you know, picked up where we left off as friends. We were friends at the time, and so that was that. We hung out one time. He was with his friend, and I had my two friends. My two friends? Yes, I had my two friends. So we hung out. I'm actually gonna make another story time for the time we hung out. A lot went down when we all hung out. It was massive. Almost got into a fight at McDonald's. That is, I'm sorry, what? It's like, okay, good night. So yeah, if you want a story time on that, definitely comment down below. Anyways, so we all hung out that day, you know, it was great-ish, you know, things happened, but you know, we got over it, and you know, I felt like we connected on like a different level other than friendship at that time. Mind you, we're kind of like the same person, except not really. The day after, he called me and he was like, you know, we've gotten so close. And basically, he just asked me, will I be his girlfriend? And I was just like, yeah, sure, girlfriend. Like, I was all excited at the time. I was excited. So we were good. We were dating. It was, I mean, everyone knew about it. He would stop by my school to see me. We would hang out, like, you know, on regular days. He even came by to like see me at my job, which, by the way, I'm not even in the same state. Like, I'm currently in Florida, But when I was in Georgia, I had a job. I worked at the mall, Tilly's to be exact. What's up, Mall of Georgia, Tilly's? Anyway, so yeah, I worked at Tilly's, and you know, he came to see me and like buy clothes for me and whatever. So he was just like, you would never guess who I just saw in the mall. And I was like, who? And he was just like, Becky. And I was like, Becky with the good hair? And he was like, yeah. And so I was just like, you know, what did you say? Like, what did she say to you? And he was like, I didn't even look her way. But this is what upsets me so much, and you'll see why when I tell you the whole story at the end. But Lord, he literally looked me in my face, and this is why you can't trust nobody, ladies, just nobody. He told me that he hates her. Dustin told me that he hates Becky so much he can't stand her. He never wants to see her again. Like, he just hates her. Like, just, they're done. That's it. No bueno. Like, he just wants her away. So I'm here thinking, okay, like, I guess you're not as bad as they say you are. Okay. After that, you know, after he saw me or whatever, and we hung out a couple of times, here comes the really shitty. Anyways, we hung out a couple of times, you know, all this other stuff. I remember I went home that night after we hung out. It was like the next week. So the next week we were hanging out, and then I guess that Friday night after we hung out, and because he had to go to work, I went home. And, you know, he was calling me, like, he called me, and we were, like, talking for, like, until, like, he had to, like, go to work and stuff because he was on, like, a pizza run or whatever. Anyways, we had a really good conversation about, like, cheating. Talked about our plan is for, like, I don't know, kind of like moving on in the future with our relationship, which didn't really get that far, let's just say that. And I told him, you know, I'm moving to Florida, and I think that's what triggered, before I even brought up that I was even moving back to Florida, you know, everything was good, and he was just like, wait, you're moving back to Florida? Like, you know, how comes you haven't told me this? And I was like, you know, I didn't really know at first because, you know, I didn't really choose what college I'm actually going to yet. I haven't like accepted like all that other stuff, so I didn't really know when until like I finally figured that out. And so I really think that what triggered like everything else. But at night, you know, he was like, okay, I gotta go because I'm about to walk back in my job or whatever. I was like, you know, okay, I'll talk to you later, because for some reason I was really tired, and so I was just gonna go to sleep. It was like 8 o'clock. I never sleep at 8, but whatever. He said he was gonna, you know, talk to me tomorrow or whatever, since I was going to sleep, and I was like, okay, bye, you know, see you tomorrow. And so I went to sleep. The next morning, and I got a missed call from him. So I kind of texted him because I didn't really feel like talking, and I don't know, for some reason in the morning I really don't feel like talking. And so I texted him, and I was just like, hey, I missed your call, sorry, I was sleeping. And he was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm just like, okay. Oh, I just saw like a pelican fly by, so that was cute. I was just like, okay, like, what do you need to talk to me about? And like in the back of my head is just like, come on, Bream, we need to talk. Like, okay. So he's like, I don't even know, how do I even feel about this? Okay, so anyways, he was just like, you know, last night after we got off the phone, and he was like, and you know, I went back to work and I got off, Becky called me. And I'm just like, okay, like, what does this have to do with my life? It's like, she said that she needed a ride back to her car, so I picked her up from the gym, and I was like, okay, that's a little suspect. Okay, it's like, okay, what happened? And then he was like, well, she said she needed to get something in the gym and asked me if I would like go with her or something. And he was like, so I went with her. And then when I found out we were going, she took off her shirt, and he was just like, and I didn't know what to do, and it just happened, and I'm just like, I don't know, even talking about this right now just gets me like so upset. What the, how, like, what do you, he's like, I didn't know what to do. My dog. What was I supposed to do? Because she took off her shirt, and I'm just like, say no? Like, what do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Like, I don't know. That's just kind of like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know if it's just me, but like, if I had my ex, okay, controlling, very bad, like you lost all your friends because of them, like if they try to do that to me, I would slap them first of all and walk away and say no, because you know, you found something better. But I guess as soon as he told me that, I'm just like, I've already been there. I've been there. I've been cheated on. I've been there. And I'm just like, you know, bye. Basically, I'm just like, okay, bye. Like, I legit said, okay, cool, bye. Like, I wish I had the text to like salvage and like show you guys, but I literally just said, okay, cool, bye. Because I'm like done, you know, I can't deal with that. He was like, look, I'm so sorry, like, I want us to work out and all this other stuff. And I'm just like sitting here like, you're gonna cheat on me, first of all. And then you're gonna say you wanna work things out, you wanna like read. Really? Yeah, I was just like, look, I can't even talk to you right now. I kind of just want to I can't talk to you. So I'm gonna go, you know, enjoy. He's like, Bree, don't do this, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, please don't do this to me. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? And so I was so hurt that day. I mean, I cried for like 5 seconds and then I got over it. Like, I don't. The next week, we had senior week. So, you know, I just focused on senior week. 'Cause senior week, like, you gotta go all in and all out. I'll post pictures. I dressed up, my friend and I dressed up as Kim K and Northwest. I was Northwest. So I'll actually put that picture in somewhere. Next day after that all happened, I slept over at my friend T's house because I was just kind of bummed and, you know, whatnot. Actually, I just wanted to sleep over. I wasn't really bummed. So yeah, slept over at her house, and then Dustin called me and he was like, you know, we need to talk. I'm really sorry, and all this other stuff. And I was just like, okay, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Let's do this thing. Like, okay, let's have this conversation or whatever. Because I really wanted to know, like, why, like, what really possessed you to. Anyway, so I was like, I'm at T's house, show up or whatever. He came, and, you know, I came outside and we sat down and we were like talking and stuff, and I was just like, I was disappointed is the right word. I was very disappointed. Like, you know, why would you do that? I mean, you have a great girl right here, you know, trying to like, I don't know. And he was just like, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm really sorry I did that. and all this other just at the time wasn't. I mean, at the time it was bull crap, but like still wasn't. And I was just like, look, and I warned him. Okay, so when I tell you this story, please, if you leave a comment saying I'm petty, I know, but I'm letting you know now, I warned this dude before anything else happened. So it was kind of on him, because I'm not very petty. This is the first time I've ever been like so over the top petty in my life, but like, you'll see. Just to keep in mind, he drives a red Honda Civic. I think it was like 2 doors or whatever. Just remember that. Okay, so his car is like his baby. Like, his car is like his everything. He loves his car. And so I was like, look, I'm not saying I forgive you, and I'm not really saying that I'm giving you a chance, but I kind of am, okay? I warned this dude. I said, if you ever pull something like this again, cheat on me, do some crazy dumb stuff that is just not very loyal, I will go crazy. You'll regret ever dating me. You will think I'm hella crazy. I will burn your car. And you know, he's laughing. He was like, okay, I know, like, ha, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm serious. I will light your car on fire if you ever try to pull this again. Let me tell you, I've been cheated on so many times. It's like, when I know I'm gonna get cheated on, I find out 2 seconds before the guy even knows, okay? The reason why I didn't find it out this time is because he swore up and down like he's done cheating and all this other bullcrap, which, Brie, you should have seen this, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, that happened, and I warned him. I was cool now. I'm cool now, you know, I'm giving you another chance, and like, I'm doing all this other stuff. I'm cool right now. If you ever do something stupid, I will light your car on fire. I will burn your favorite pants. I will smash your PS3, your PS4, exactly what he had. I will you will hate me, basically. And he's like, okay, I promise I won't do this ever again. Like, you can trust me. You can trust me. I'm sorry. You can trust me. This won't happen ever again. Like, you know, we're good. And I was just like, pinky promise. Everyone knows me, and they know how serious like my pinky promises are. Like, if I pinky promise you, like, I can't break that. I just feel like karma is like a part of the pinky promise. If you break that, then you're gonna get hella karma, which he did. So he pinky promised me, and I was like, don't break this pinky promise. And he's like, okay. So that happened. I kind of just gave him another shot or whatever. So we were good. We were good for a week. We're just going back to our same normal routine, kind of. I was still kind of upset, you know. So I think it was that Thursday of that week, he came to see me, and because, you know, he was just like, you know, I know you still don't trust me or whatever, but I want you to, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I know, but it's just hard to. And then he left or whatever. The next day, which is Friday, so it's still school day, I remember I was in one of my classes. We were texting, okay? We were texting, y'all. So everything was fine. 5 minutes later, I get a text from one of my friends. Now, my friend, her name is Caitlin, she texted me, and she was like, hey, are you and Dustin dating? And I was like, we're talking, we're not officially together right now. And I was like, why? It's like, because I'm on the road, and I see him on the road with a girl in his car. Oh my gosh, you're lying. guys, I'm literally texting this dude. You guys don't understand, like, he was like, you know, I can't wait to hang out with you. We're gonna go, like, on this, whatever date he wanted to, like, all this other stuff. This is the conversation me and Dustin are having right now, and my friend Caitlin is also telling me this stuff, so I was just like, pause. Like, does this girl have long black hair? And she was like, yeah, and she kind of looks Hispanic. And I was like, bet, Becky. I was like, okay, cool. This is where the pettiness comes in. Specifically, last week, like, I told him, the week before I told him, like, don't play me again. Like, it's not hard to just not, like, just don't do it. Like, I don't know if he thought I was joking. I kept my cool. And, you know, my friends were like, Bree, what's wrong? Because, like, I was smiling. I was, you know, I'm texting him smiling. They're like, oh, you're talking to Dustin or whatever. And I was just like, yeah. And so I'm smiling. And then all of a sudden I go, like, dead. Like, I was plotting. Guys, I was plotting for my next move. Like, what to do. Okay? Like, because I texted him. And I, like, as soon as Caitlin told me that, I texted Dustin and I was like, are you with Becky? Yay or nay? And it took this boy 2 hours. Y'all, 2 hours. Mind you, we were texting and he was like responding like that, okay? It took him 2 hours to respond back. Because I was like, you know, my friend just told me that you're with her. Like, but tell me that you're not with her. Like, tell me that she saw someone else. Like, please, like, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, okay, I am. Yeah, okay, I am. Okay. Plotting. Okay, so let's fast forward to the end of the day. One of my best friends, Miranda, I told her what happened. I was like, Miranda, I don't know what to do right now. I'm so upset. I want to go find this kid. I want to go find him and I want to confront him. That's what I told her. I remember him telling me the day before that he was going to take his friend to this local tattoo shop that everyone gets their tattoos done at, and I was just like, you know, I remember where he said he was going to be, so why don't we just pull up on him? So, mind you, Miranda has never done anything this crazy before. I've never done anything this crazy before, so this was like brand new for both of us. Like, okay. She was like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing you hurt. I can't believe he did this to you. You warned him. Let's do this. And I'm just like, lit. So after school, we get in the car and we drive down to the tattoo shop. Looking for his car, you know, like my blood is boiling. Like, I'm so nervous. My hands are sweaty, everything. We don't see this car. And I was just like, you know what? We're going to his job. Because he might be at the tattoo shop or at his job. Somewhere. So, guys, when we were leaving the tattoo shop, Lord, when we were leaving the tattoo shop, we were on the road, you know, going to his job. Tell me why, guys, on the other side of the road. So you have these lanes going this way and you have those lanes going that way. Tell me why we're on this side. Dustin and Becky are in his car on this side going that way, where we just came from. And I was like, is that his car? That can be his car. And Miranda goes, oh my gosh, that is his car. Let's go. And I was like, make this flippin' fracking U-turn. We are following, okay? So this is when the stalking comes in. I don't really call it stalking because, you know, I was about to confront this dude, okay? I'm confronting. I don't even think I should even call this stalking. I'm just gonna say the cheater got caught, okay? This is cheaters right now, okay? So we're following this dude. He has no idea, okay? Let me tell you, we have his car right here, there's another car, and then there's our car. That's how close we were, y'all. Anyways, so we're following him, and they turn. Oh, mind you, she is in the car, by the way. She's still in the car. So we're following them, and they make a circle, and they park in this like empty parking lot. And so I was like, Miranda, don't pull up there just yet. Like, park further away for them so I know what to say when we have to pull up. And so she was like, okay. So we're like further away from them, and he's like parked over there, and they just like stopped. And like at this time I feel like he knew that we were following him, but like he didn't know. After I was like debating, I was like, okay, let's go pull up now. As soon as she turned back on her car, they back up and they drive to like the Wendy's that's like right there. And I'm just like, oh crap, just like, and she's like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, just follow them. Whatever you just, the whole time, just follow. So we follow them to Wendy's, and they go through the drive-thru. So we can't really pull up on them on the drive-thru. So we park. So Miranda was like, text him and just be like, hey, I want to get food today. How does Wendy's sound? I texted him that. And like you can see, this is how close we were. You can see them in the drive-thru, and you can see he picked up his phone and he looked at his phone, and then she kind of like looked, but then he like put it away before she could actually see. It was crazy. I don't know. I feel like I was in a movie. And so they finally like drove off or whatever, and I was like, Miranda, follow him. Just follow him. So at that time, I was in the front like passenger seat. I literally took off my seatbelt, jumped in the back of the seat because I didn't want to, if he like saw me, like our cover is blown. So I'm like hiding. Y'all, I'm not wearing a seatbelt. I'm not wearing a seatbelt at all. Like, this is how crazy this is. I'm not wearing a seatbelt. I'm crouched down in the back of the chair, literally like crouched like this. And I even got a video. I'm gonna put the video in here, like we're following him. Y'all, we followed him all the way to his house. I've never been to his house. I didn't know where he lived because, you know, we were only dating for like a few weeks. So like at that time, I'm calling T and L. Those were my two friends. We call each other the SAS Squad because Saturday Night Adventure Squad, everything happens to us on a Saturday night, which is weird. You'll see them in a new video, but whatever, we'll tell you the stories. So I call them up and I'm like, T, code red. T knows. When I say code red, that means literally get your butt somewhere. I need help, back up ASAP, okay? She knows. And she was like, what's going down? Where are you located? Blah, blah, blah. I sent her my location. I told her Justin cheated. We're about to pull up on him. She was like, all right, but I'm calling L, you know, because they were at L's house or whatever. And they were like, we're on our way, putting on our shoes right now. As soon as I called them, we were like, putting on our shoes right now. And so I had Miranda park in like this empty parking lot because I didn't want to like pull up and like, I don't know. I needed to prepare myself for what I was gonna do. We were waiting because I was gonna wait on T and L and just like, but I couldn't wait any longer. Like my hands were shaking. I was ready to go. And I was like, look, here, I gave the phone to Miranda and she was talking to T or whatever, and Miranda's over here freaking out. She's like, oh my God, she's about to confront him by herself. So she drove me up there and we made it to his house, and I'm literally like, I'm so nervous, but I'm done. Like, I'm ready to confront this dude. So fast forwarding, I knock on his door and he comes down. He looks through the door, y'all. He looks through the door, sees my face, and he's like shocked. He's like, oh shoot, like, he called my phone, which I didn't have, Miranda had, and he's like, you need to leave. I was like, tell him to come outside and maybe we could jog this, like, I could confront him and then I could leave. Like, that's simple. Because I had a play to go to anyways, and you know, we're trying to like hurry up this process. Finally, T and L show up. They're ready to go. Like, it was just a mess. Finally, like, this dude just would not open the door, and he had work too. Like, so I knew you can't be hiding in your house for that long because you have work. This dude, guys, I kid you not, this dude did not want to come outside, so he called out of work. He called out of work because he did not want to come outside and talk to me. I'm 5'2", y'all, 5'2", not 6'2". So he called out of work, like he had on his work shirt and then his work shirt was off. So I knew he had to call out of work. So anyway, he did not want to come outside. He even called me. I was like, have them drop you off. Told them, I was like, look, this guy's not gonna come out unless you guys like leave or whatever. So why don't you come out, then make a U-turn and then park 3 doors down. And they're like, okay, cool, we got you. And I was like, I'm gonna keep my phone on me so you guys can hear a conversation. And when I call squaw, that means I'm gonna need you guys to pull up. Like code name or what? You will understand soon. So they were like, okay, we got you. So I told Dustin that, okay, they left, whatever. He was like, okay, come to the back. And I'm like, that's really sketchy. But if I die, my friends can hear me. Okay, so they can help me. And so I walked out there, went in the back, and there his dumbass was, just standing there with a smirk. And I'm like, the hell is so funny? I'm not laughing. And so I was just like, basically, you know, why'd you do this? He was like, you knew what you were getting yourself into. I was like, did I? Did I know what I was getting myself into? Because you were telling me a whole different story, buddy. So don't even go there. So anyway, we were talking. I was pissed off. I was about to go in the house because he was like, oh, Becky's in there and I don't want you guys to like jump her. Do I look like the type that would jump someone? Probably. Like, look, dude, are you kidding me? Like, no. All of a sudden, I hear a lady and she's like, what's going on back here? And I was like, yo, what the? I was like, are you the next door neighbor? And I was like, oh, shoot. You're Dustin's mom. Because Dustin, by the way, is British. He lost his accent, but he is British. His mom is British. They're all British. I'm actually half British too, and Jamaican. What's up, y'all? Okay, so anyway, she's like, what are you doing here in my backyard? And your friends told me I couldn't come back and all this other crap. And I'm just like, y'all really told her she can't come in her backyard? Wow, that's so funny. And I was like, well, I'm talking to your cheating son. And she's like, you need to leave, you're trespassing. Technically, I'm not trespassing because your son told me to come back here. You guys need to leave. She literally, my friend Ellen, she's from Georgia, and not to say she's from like the country Georgia in Europe, so she has like a strong accent. She goes up to my friend, she's like, you can't tell me where I can't go in my own house, you American. And I'm just like, she's not American. What? Okay. So that ended and we finally left. Like, I don't know, I was just kind of done. Like, he was just like, you know, the day after he was just like, I did not want that conversation to go like that. Like, you shouldn't have done that. You're crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy. I warned you and you did that to me. You did it to yourself. But thank you guys so much. By the way, I'm currently in a relationship. I'm happy. My arm just popped. I'm happy. I've been with this guy on and off for like 8 years, but he does live in Florida. I'm pretty sure you guys will see him soon, but I'm really happy in this relationship. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like my story times, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos you want me to talk about. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.